G'day everyone, this is Steve from Woodworking Masterclass. I know that's not the Woodworking Masterclass site behind me, but for those of you that weren't aware, I've got another show that runs concurrently with Woodworking Masterclass called Room for Woodwork, where, as you can see, I've got a very small space. It's 1.8 by 1.4 metres or 6 foot by 4 foot, and here I intend, it's in my home, in one of the bedrooms of my home, which really is a true bedroom, and it's my intention to make a house full of furniture from this bench. So Woodworking Masterclass was shut over the holiday break from Christmas to New Year. New Woodworking Masterclass videos will start coming up at the end of this week, but in the meantime I thought I'd share a little bit of what I've been doing for Room for Woodwork, and if it's something you'd be interested in, please go over to the Room for Woodwork channel, where you can see the extended versions of what we're doing here. Predominantly, Room for Woodwork is for those people who have a desire to do woodwork, but they're restricted in availability of space. They might be living in a unit, a walk-up, an apartment, a flat, a basement, or in a townhouse that doesn't have a yard and doesn't have a shed. So that's the idea of this show. It is 99% hand tools, with the exception of a jigsaw, a sander and a battery operated drill, and also a tool mix sharpener that I use. But apart from that, everything else is all hand tools. And if you enjoy both shows, fantastic. Eventually, Room for Woodwork will be a subscription channel that you can subscribe to, and it'll be in very small amount for a year, and you get access to all the extended projects that we'll run on that. But in the meantime, please enjoy the excerpts I'm putting up, and remember, Woodworking Masterclass back in the shed with Bob will start again at the end of this week. So in the meantime, remember to keep it sharp, and more importantly, keep it safe. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season, no matter what you did, and that you're back on track and looking forward to some more projects. Believe it or not, the wife is actually happy that I have a workshop inside the house, because if anything gets broken, guess what? It gets fixed a lot quicker than going down to my workshop and sitting and getting covered with stuff and getting lost and ultimately never getting done. Whereas here, if something goes wrong, whether it's a knife that needs sharpening, or in this case, a picture that got broken over the Christmas New Year period, I can fix it straight away. This art piece, which actually I did about 20 years ago, the glass has been broken. So I've got to put a new piece of glass in there. Now, a lot of people are hesitant when they're working with glass, but if you're going to make furniture or stuff down the track, there's something you might need to learn, because often you'll make glass doors, or you'll put something with a mirror in it, and you'll need to know how to cut glass and measure and what have you. So I thought this is a great little exercise. Not only that, the missus is happy because she only bought this into me yesterday. So if it's fixed that quickly, more brownie points for me. All right, now I've got that out. I see the glass actually fits between this rebate here and this one here. And then I've got a secondary rebate in there for that piece of masonite to sit on. So I'll just measure that. Great having a little tool well here too. You can put a lot of stuff in, and when you slide stuff around your bench, it doesn't hit. Don't need my sunglasses just yet though. So I think I'll put 49.5 or 495. That leaves room for a little bit of play. And this way, I think I'll go 73. I'll put this to one side. Of course, it's always a good idea when you write the measurements down, keep them with you, don't put them under what you're actually cutting. So I'm going to cut the length first. So I want it 730 long. The glass cutter I'm using isn't a super cheap one, but it's not extremely expensive, but it actually fills with oil, which lubricates the cutter head. And look, I've had this one for about 25 years, I think. Now, it hasn't let me down yet. So we'll go 73 with a texture mark mark 73. And on the end I'll mark 73. What you can do is use this shelf matting. Put it pretty close to where you want to cut. Straight edge ruler. And don't forget the width of the head you've got to allow for. So I put it up on the mark and then move the ruler up to the mark. Onto the mark, move the ruler up. All we do is score down there. Give it a tap. And that is as easy as it is to cut glass. Now we've got the length. The width is 495. We'll turn it around this way. And with your texter, mark off 495. On the mark, move the ruler up to the glass cutter. And there we go. And then it's just even pressure, not huge pressure, but even pressure, all the way down. I give it a couple of little taps just to start the fracture. Move to the edge of the table, and that's it. Now we'll just pop that to one side. Bring the frame up. All things being equal, the glass should fit quite nicely. Which it does. Work of art on top of that. Sticky tape seems to be working fine, so we'll just use the same stuff. So I've got some masking tape in my pocket. It's amazing what I carry in my pocket, you know. Piece of masonite over the top. And then what I'm going to use is just cloth tape, not even gaffer tape, this is cloth. And it held it for 20 years, so I think it could most likely hold it for another 20. And providing we don't have a door slamming shut again, I don't think the glass is going to break. And there you go, one very effective way of fixing things that are broken and getting brownie points from other people in the house. So I'll just go and put that to one side. So all you partners out there that think this is a bad idea, give it a bit of a rethink. You get stuff fixed a lot quicker.